Hello. My name is Michelle, and I am working on a project called Butterfly Spirit. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm sharing my experience with the world about why I am walking on a path that involves me studying ancient practices like numerology, herbal medicine, and working with crystals and stuff like that. And I'm doing this because I feel that it's the right path for me. And I think that organized religion was not able to give me the type of answers that I needed um, in terms of why I was here. And so I found myself studying what people would term occult or um, New Age practices to try to find answers to the reason why I'm here and, why I have this deep longing passion to want to, do something to be that spark in people's lives, to be that happy spark, and to want to, do whatever I can to really make sure people truly, you know, have, happier and better lives. Sometimes when I have tried to help people, it didn't turn out the way that I wanted. But, I'm finding that, as I study these ancient practices, I find that, you know, every day I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to my purpose and figuring out who I am. Um, I think that, you know, I think it was necessary for me to first start off um, learning about, organized religion and then moving away from it. And um, from moving away from it, I started to find and get close to what my purpose is. Now, I'm not going to say right now that I'm the person who has it all figured out. But I do know that, people who are psychics or healers or people who, have different beliefs and alternatives to um, how this world or this universe came into being and how God brought us to be here, everybody has some truth to it. And I think that, it's important to um, make that known to people. Um, I myself have a personal experience where, I found that, a psychic had a pretty good understanding about who I was, even though she didn't know me at all. So yeah, basically, I'm going to be working on this project, Butterfly Spirit, where I'm just going to share what what my progress has been like since I've been studying ancient practices and um, using the things that I learned to develop, my spiritual gifts or God-given gifts so that I can actually help people. Yes, this means that I'm going to be learning about things that people probably are a little uncomfortable with, but I find that, it's important to consider all beliefs out here and to be aware that, God created everybody. And if He did, then, you know, then, the gifts that people have are different. And those gifts can be used to make the world a better and a happier place. And for me, you know, that involved me coming into this life that I have and being born and having a sense of knowing about things and basically losing that sense that I had of knowing things, including knowing about my family and stuff like that, and wanting to get that sense back. And I now know that the sense that I had when I was born was that of someone who had their third eye opened, and I had abilities, but the abilities were not able to fully um, be realized because I got lead poisoning, and that caused my abilities to go away. But I think that as I get back to opening my third eye and having my awakening, whether it be strictly through opening my third eye or through a Kundalini awakening, I think that you know, I'm gonna get closer back to, who I was supposed to be, who God wanted me to be. So, you know, Butterfly Spirit is basically about me, being on a spiritual journey and getting back to the pure person um, who God created me to be, and to be that person who is comfortable using my spiritual gifts that He gave me to help people. These gifts might be something that might scare people because they're have this certain idea about what they think in organized religion, but I think that if God didn't want certain um, beliefs and practices to be around, he would have gotten rid of them. And there has to be some reason why he has things like tarot around, why he has things like witchcraft being around, why he has things like um, astral projection and lucid dreaming and people being able to heal people and having natural things like crystals around and stuff like that, and has tons of other types of beliefs and practices around and stuff like that. Like I said, I came into this life with a sense about a lot of things, but since then I've lost it, and I'm trying to recover that gift of um, who I actually am. And on my path, I'm going to be developing my gifts, and hopefully my gifts will be able to help people to have a better and happier life. So if you guys are interested in following me on my journey and um, learning about some of the things I'm going to be using my spiritual gifts to do with regard to helping people, then definitely like and follow my page, Butterfly Spirit. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.